Hey folks, and welcome back for some more True Space Engineers 2 Survival. For those who missed last episode or this series completely, let me tell you what's going on here. First, we're working on a... oops, I never welded that. We're working on a base on Chemic, on this yellow 80-ish planet, and last time we managed to finish two things. First, our walkaway up. Oh, come on, character, you can do that. We have this nice little place where we can get... Why my game is so sloppy? Okay, so this place, it misses lighting and probably a few more guardrails based on my behavior. And our little control room, stuff like that. So what do we have here is a little nice hologram table with a projection of our surroundings of this canyon with mountains and stuff like that. It's not too detailed, and I decided to switch from decorative blocks, which is the smaller ones, to these half-meter blocks, because decorative blocks looks real messy because of all these edges, but this stuff looks not bad. Also, we have a few screens all the way around. I mean, I call them screens. They are obviously just windows, but you know. Anyways, what we gonna do today, I really wanna finish our cargo space, which there. And to do this... Ouch. Give me my screen back. Good. To do this, I just hope that that stuff is in a correct mode. Okay, can I... of course it's not. Of course it's in a incorrect mode. What was I thinking? Here we go. That's better. So, to continue this stuff, we're gonna go something like that. And... this wall, I mean, it looks okay-ish there, that stuff. But, okay, wait a second, that bothers me beyond all the limits. So, let me firstly fix this little problem. And we need some steel tubes, which we shall have. Here we go. Alright, that's better. It looks okay-ish here, this wall of walls, but there I think it's gonna be a little bit of a problem, because, you know... Okay, what we might do is to put a little bit of windows here, and I mean these ones, something like that. Add a little bit of walls, half walls, obviously. Oh, come on. Let me put it. Something like that. And something like this. All right, that looks not awful. Now, for this place, I'm not sure that I want to cover all that place as a cargo area, but also, you know, why not? Why not, actually? We might do... Oh, you gotta be kidding me, yeah? Okie dokie. Let's start from this position. Oh, come on. Come on. Here we go. And we can go something like that. Yeah, that's gonna be a sufficient space for our cargo storage. which we're gonna prettify real soon. Also, yeah, we shall have one more walkway up somewhere here. That would be nice, because yeah, we might leave this space 3 blocks as a corridor, and or maybe 3 blocks gonna be too much, maybe 2. Yeah, probably we're gonna go with just 2. All right. Well, with that said, let's actually limit the space. Something like that, I believe, should be all right. Yep. Here we go, like this. And considering here should be our corridor, let's limit this space also. Something like, oh, come on, could you please? Yeah, of course you're not gonna do that the way I wish. All right, that's better. In this case, we might get rid of those 2 and put a door instead. The door, where it is? Oh, here it is. No. This one. We might put it something like that. Or I'd better put it inside. Oh, come on. Let's do something like this. Nice. And now we can add few more walls, half walls, on both sides of it. Like that. And of course it's not gonna fit there. Why should it? Okie dokie. Okay, we might go 1 block further. Something like that. That's gonna move that stuff for 1 block, but I think that's fine. Ah, yeah, of course, we don't need all this because, you know, it's not gonna be separate. It's gonna be like that. Okie dokie. Now, here we can continue that pattern with windows, but here I think we shall go with a little bit different stuff. And I mean something like and now I cannot put these guys. That's a shame. Okay, let's go like that then. But it still sticks? For real? I mean, that's a pain. Okay, we cannot use that half wall here because we need all that space. So here is our stuff, and it should be something like that. And it's gonna take this space anyways, which is not great and not ideal, but how we can work that around is something like this, I believe. Oh, come on. Yep, something like that. And now we can move further like this. This corner we might left as it is right now. Here I believe we can go all the way through and put a little bit more blocks here. Like that. Good. That's a real good stuff. I'm not sure that I'm gonna go with this block. Maybe we'll build some sort of column here to actually it's gonna look strange considering it cannot actually put itself on anything because we don't have anything here below it. But we'll see. So with that said, what's next? Next we should probably use these windows all the way around. Something like that. And something like this. Okay, the next stuff I shall do is to outline all that stuff, putting just a little bit of material in. Come on. Like that, like this, and so on and so forth. Because the most interesting part actually covered behind all this thing. And the most interesting part, I mean, editing content here. Because for now we have only two big cargo containers, which is nice functionally, but not ideal in terms of look and feel. Alrighty. Yep, that's gonna take a little bit of time. Also, it's a real nice question. What we're gonna do with that place? Because I'd like to have few more of these, but that stuff goes a lot higher here, which is not helpful. Alright, hey, and thanks a lot. I don't know how to emphasize my appreciation to you. You're just man, I mean, you do stuff. Thanks a lot, man. And how's your day going, by the way? Yeah, we also had a new update for Space Engineers 2 with a new sector. I not explored it yet, so I not gonna tell what is there, and is there any reason to go and explore this new sector that was released, just because, you know, we should see it, because previous update wasn't everything's good, magnificent. Yeah, because last update was a little bit of disappointment. We had only one sector, I mean, a completely empty space sector with a few asteroids, few missions and stuff like that. No new blocks, nothing like this. Maybe this update is different. Maybe we're actually gonna have something. So I shall see it first. And actually, what I might do offline is to go to the next sector that was released previously in this save and do all the missions. Because, you know, this playthrough is not to feature those missions. I not gonna do that them online anyways, just because, you know, that's the whole purpose of this series. And I might do that online if there will be some new blocks or stuff like that, because that might be the part of survival experience when you need to open new blocks. And by the look of it, this principle that you shall accomplish some missions to open new blocks, it probably will remain. So we all shall get used to it. And I don't have any more steel plates. So yeah, that might be the case. But for now, we actually never had any new blocks in the sectors, so I kind of decided to just accomplish all of them prior to this playthrough, because you know we have enough playthroughs both on YouTube and Twitch, where guys just following those missions, trying to do stuff, and nothing bad with that, but we just have enough. This playthrough is a little bit different. All right, what are we gonna do here? Can I? Yeah, I need to firstly outline these blocks. So we'll see. I'm gonna explore it offline, and if there is something interesting, we might do that online together next time. If nothing, I can just accomplish all the missions offline and just to open us a way further, you know, for further updates. Come on, game, give me the correct blocks. No. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that should be okay, you know. That should fit okay-ish. And in this case, we can weld them fully, just for the sake of it. Yep, something like that. And now I wanna put some of these guys like this. Nah, that's the wrong way. You know why that's the wrong way? Because we're gonna have a lot of blocks, but in this case we can achieve the same result in one block, or even a little bit better result. All right, now for this space we have some crappy stuff here because it's covered by the walls, but I'm gonna leave it as this right now. What I was about to do is to build a few shelves. Where are we gonna build them? Let's start from this position, I believe. Yeah, something like that, why not? So that's gonna be the first level of our shelf, and we can achieve even 2-level shelves like this. Now I might utilize these blocks, but that will look strange, to be honest. Maybe I can go with... No, that's not what I was about to do. Maybe I can go something like that. Yep, that might be the case. Instead of that wide ones, we can go with these ones. Come on. Here we go. Nice. Now we can do stuff like that. Oh, come on. And that wasn't a smart move. All right, I see. Let's move it completely somewhere, because I want to see actually what I'm building. So you're gonna go like that. Nah, you're gonna be wider, so you're gonna go like this and like that. And now we can put that health wall underneath, not underneath, but somewhere here. Yeah, something like that. And 2 more. Oh, come on. Yep, thanks a lot. They are mirrored. Do I like that? You know, I believe I like that. So let's continue this pattern, which means we're gonna go like this and like that. Nice. Now, can I put something here in between? Yep. Easy. Yeah, it's not in between. So I need to actually have a nice spacing. Something like that. You know what? I think there is a better candidate for the shelves. Yeah, these guys. So what if I... Oh, come on. Let me put it like that. Good. And now let's put you there and here. Come on. Like this. Yep, that looks kinda like shelves. So for the top, that's gonna be a strange view with a strange spacing. Yep, that guy should go higher. And to make it go higher, we might go with this approach. Add few brackets here and there, and just put it in between. Suit energy low, what a nice surprise. Okay, let's go grab some energy, shall we? Alrighty. Back to the work. Come on. This looks like shelf, isn't it? Let's actually weld it up. Because otherwise we could not use a partial copy. Which is a shame, I know. But... Oopsie daisy, no connection point detected. That's a problem for these middle guys. And I know why. Because these guys on sides don't have any connection points in between. Which means we're gonna solve that somehow. And I probably have an idea how we can solve that. Let me try something. Let's weld everything we can first, and then... Here we go. Ah yeah, and this guy in the middle. Alright, we have problems only with those things, so we can work that around with these guys. And I probably wanted them in that position, like that. Nice, and like this. So if I weld them, can I now weld this guy in between? Yep, I can. Magnificent. I really liked that spacing in between of strengthening elements, but, you know, it looks like we have no other options. Yep, that looks like a thin. Now, let's partial copy all that. Like this, like that, and all the way there. And put few more somewhere here, why not? And yeah, we actually can build a double ones like this. We might need to solve this little problem in between, of course, but you know, that's not a huge problem. Where we wanna have them also. We might put one more double stuff here. Something like that, and come on. Something like this. Nice. For that stuff, Oh yeah, of course we can fill this space with them. Oh come on, could you please? Yeah. You wanna say that you don't fit there, are you? Huh? Yep. It doesn't fit there. However, I think we can work that around. Just copying something like that. And now it should fit there perfectly. Not like this, obviously, like that. Yep. And now we can grab a full copy of it. No. Yep, something like that. And all the way to the top. Here we go. And put it somewhere there. Nice. That should be a good thing there. Actually, we can even go with the 3 blocks stuff like that. Yep, that give us something. I'm gonna get rid of that sample later on, just because I don't think that we really need it here. For that position, though, I thought about something interesting. Let me weld those blocks first. Come on. Like that. Like the... Come on. What prevents you? Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, that explains. No. And of course I cannot cancel one of them because game put 2 of them there. Alright. Let me fix a few other issues. Like that, like this, like that. Shall be good. And now we need to fix those issues in between. Something like that. And now the same stuff here. You see, I need to cancel elements because they are... Yep, something like that. And now, to make that stuff the correct way, we need to grind one of them completely and weld the second one. Yeah, a little bit of inconvenient here in this building system, but you know, that's alright. That's alright. That's it. That's how you end up welding it without any contact points. Alright, anyways. If it's there, I'm happy. Here we go. Here we go. This guy. And that guy. But to do this, we need to actually weld those. Here in between, I don't think we actually have any other option except for putting a lot of these small guys in between. Something like that. And of course I need construction components for them. I shall have something. Good. Here we go. Like that. That shall do the trick. Okie dokie. Bit more steel plates. Come on. Let me please do that. Here we go. Just few blocks left. I don't think that I'm gonna weld others. I mean other pieces of these shelves. Or it should be called stockpiles. I don't know. Wherever. If you know the correct name of these structures, or these storage structures, let me know in chat. Let's educate me. Why not? All right. All those I'm gonna build offline. We kinda know how it will look, so why waste time, precious time now? Especially considering we have something interesting to do instead. I just want to remove this guy because he might be on our way. Speaking about the idea that we're gonna build right now, I think that it's a bit inconvenient that we shall go back and forth loading stuff. Of course, I mean, when we need load or unload our ships, of course, we have a conveyor system here, which is nice, but it looks like not too bad idea to have some sort of a crane going from here all the way up. And that's exactly what I wanna build. So let's see where our blocks here are. Yeah, I think these 4 blocks might work as a whole. So let's make this whole real quick. Or maybe... wait, let me see. Yeah, it might be better to move it this way a little bit, something like that. Because I don't wanna have it on top of... oh, of course. Actually, I can put some of them inside here, because we're gonna need this block. Anyways, the rest shall go out, and we should get rid of this block also. Here we go. Now, everything else might be made later on, but what do we need here for real for now is some sort of structural support again. So if I put here like that, this, that, and this, it's not too close there, but it should be alright to go all the way here. Yep. And like that. Yeah, that's a nice one. And like this, and obviously... wait a second. No, here underneath we're gonna have something else. Something else. So let's weld those guys up. Should be totally possible, because they stuck nicely. Of course, someday when we have mechanical blocks like rotors and stuff like that, we might bring life in that stuff, but into that crane. But for now, we're gonna go with just a static decorative thing. But nevertheless, I have an idea. I have an interesting idea here. Okie dokie. With that done, let's put few of these guys all the way from here to there to complete this construction. And also we're gonna need a little bit of those inside. You'll see why in a minute. Something like that and something like this. Here we go. Nice. And these guys also. Nice. Oops. Missed block, which is not good. And the things. All right. If we imagine that these columns are rails, we have misplaced that stuff a little bit, which means we shall do something like that and something like this also. That will give us enough space to build everything we wish here. If we imagine it like that, we need to put that middle block somewhere right between them. And I think something like that should be good. Let me see. Yeah, that shall be a correct position for that block. You know what? No, we're not gonna use this one. We're gonna use full one. Yep, something like that, but in this position. Is it? Yeah, it's roughly in the middle. That shall work. Now the question is, can I get inside somehow? Because I wanna put few of these blocks. By the look of it, I shall get rid of these guys to do that. Which's a bit of a shame, but that's fine. Alright, something like that. And something like this. Considering we don't have any wheels, rotors or stuff like that, that will work temporarily. I really hope that sooner or later we have them and we can make this stuff fully functional, but for now it's gonna be just like that. Come on. Here we go. We can imagine some sort of a cable or stuff like that to move it back and forth, but the most interesting part begins as soon as I refill my energy. Ray, firstly, I already built a big ship. It's on an orbit. It's a mothership, and I believe you've seen it at least once. Secondly, yeah, of course, I wanna build more, but you know me, I need a reason to build something. So as soon as anything interesting be released, I mean, in terms of some space, some place where I wanna go, I will think about that and maybe extend that ship or even build a new one, because you know I never been good in building warships, and that's the stuff that I really wanna try, just because, you know, I wanna get some experience in that. All right. Now interesting part begins. And I think that I need a little bit more space. So let's accomplish it with these guys. Like that. And like this. Now, what I wanna try is we need 4 blocks like that, so we're gonna start there and there. Now we need at least 3 blocks this way. Better if more. You'll see what I'm trying to build here just in a minute. Just in a minute, guys. Yep. Oh, come on. Could you please? Yeah, something like that. Ah, shit, it's not gonna work. We need 5 blocks, not 4. And in this case, it's gonna be fairly... check on ships just in case. I'm not sure that I get what you mean, because ships are fine, at least those who are with me. All right. So it should be 5 by 5, I believe. All right. Well, what I can do is just extend it a little bit. I might think about better idea later on, but for now I see no other options. Can I please fit my head inside? Okay, like this. Nice. And here we should go at least 1 block further, which means I just fucked up that stuff. Nothing new, nothing surprising. Or even 1 more like that. Yeah. Come on. Yep. And now 3 blocks here and 1 block like that. And finally like this. Okie dokie. Now what we can do, we can build a few blocks just like that. Like this, like this. Here we go, and something like that. Hey, Kasaha. Fine, and how about you? It's been a while since I've seen you last time. Yes, something like that. And now if I finish it like this, like that, and come on. Oh, yep. Something like this. We might have some sort of a chain here if I firstly weld it up. And then remove that block in between. It should give us an opportunity to have a chain here. And could you please drop, please? Oh, here we go, finally. Yep, that's a chain. Yep, I'm a caveman now. You know, if we have such a beautiful caves in Space Engineers 2, it would be a crime to not utilize that and not build something inside of it. That's gonna be a project. Okay, now the question is... not yet. Here gonna be a lot more work. That's not bad, but you know, I think if we make it a little bit longer, it should be better. Okay, game, could you please give me an opportunity to grind down that stuff? Yeah, something like that. That's gonna be a bit of gigantic stuff in terms of a chain, but well, We have what we have, you know? Here we go. Yeah, that stuff looks more like a chain. Another one? Seriously? Ah, shit. I never checked that before, and just like half an hour ago I mentioned that I wanna explore it myself first and then decide is it worth it to go there or not, but well, it looks like it is not worth it. So we'll see. It's fine, it's fine. You actually just saved me a bit of time, so thank you. Alright, what I wanna do now is build something that will make that stuff simpler for me. Yeah, making them longer was a nice idea, as you see, because we're not gonna have those problems. Because if it when it was closer, we couldn't put any blocks here because it collides with the top one, but now we're good. Okie dokie, so we're gonna go like that. And like this. Oh, by the way, speaking about new blocks that I was hoping that we're gonna have in new updates. Look at this holler table. You know, the engineering way. If we have no blocks, if we have no blocks in our disposal, we're gonna go and build one. That's how it works. Yeah, also I tried to build some screens, but they look, let's be honest, strange. Maybe I'll think later on how to prettify it more. Maybe placing some hologram underneath the window will help. We'll see. For now, we have what we have. All right. Anyways, from this position, it should be all right to be easy to just weld it, and then we hopefully can copy it. I mean, partial copy it, of course. Yep. So let's try to do something like that. Like this, like that, and like that. And now if we copy it, can I continue like that? And could you please? Ash. Or it should be like that. Yeah, it should be like this. Okie dokie. That shall do. We're gonna have a little bit longer stuff, of course, but no. Yep, something like that and something like this. Come on. Let's do it. Nope. Yep, and now like that. I don't think that I'm gonna go too low here because, you know, I don't wanna see that stuff as an impediment for our ships. They're gonna fly there. There are enough impediments for them. So what we shall go next is to just weld everything up. Then remove those safety blocks. And this chain shall become physics-based. Also, I think I really wanna build the magnet on its end first before cutting it loose, because it might be a little bit of a problem later on. Well, yeah. And we also shall think about a way of building such a magnet. Oh, of course I ran out of construction components mid-build. Nothing new, nothing surprising. Oh. Well, you know, that's a shame, but I played Minecraft a long time ago, and just a little bit, you know, as a complete newbie player, I just jumped there, built some underground base, and that's embarrassing, but I was actually bored by that stuff. So, well, I was a young lad, you know. At that time, I was mostly interested in stuff like League of Legends or Counter-Strike. Yeah. Alrighty. Where we wanna, and the most important question, how we wanna build it. If we go like that. Yeah, well, I know. Arthur tell me that all the time, but you know, I don't feel so anymore. All right. Well. We might go like that, or no. I don't like this stuff be too symmetrical, so we might go like that. That might be an interesting view. Here we go. Okay, now the question is how we can cover these guys. We might go with something like something like these guys. Come on. What? You mean we can't put them there? Seriously? Shit, that's a shame. Anyways, you know, that should be alrightish. Just like that. Oopsie daisy. Run out of energy again. Hopefully that wasn't in space and I didn't die. Okay, let's weld it up. We need some motors and electronic parts. That explains, so let's grab some of this and some of those. Here we go. I can't say that I'm particularly happy of this red blinks. How we can solve this little problem for us? That's an interesting question. That's an interesting one. All right. I'm not sure that it looks like magnet stuff. We might actually just feel it. Wait a second. This stuff misplaced. That's why it looks silly. I mean, that's not the only reason why it looks silly, but that one of the reasons. Okay, let's weld it up. Here we go. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. I like that a lot more. So let's cut everything loose. Yeah, I really should start from this position. Here we go. That's loose. This loose. Ouch. Physics. Physics. Hold on. We're almost finished. Here we go. Nice. And it's gonna be real good to weld it up. Game not happy. It's not happy at all. Oopsie daisy. Easy, easy, easy. Here we go. Oh yeah. It wouldn't be a huge surprise if game actually crashes. But it looks... shit, it looks silly. Here we go. And that stuff. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. You might be not happy because of some of those. All right. Well, no FPS drops. I should say that it looks real silly. But, you know, we have what we have. Someday when we have hinges, I'll rebuild that stuff in something less silly. But for now, it's gonna be a chain. Oh my... Sorry, I just can't help but laugh of that jittery. Yeah, it might look good if it's not been that jittery. All right, something like that, and something like this. Firstly, because it makes sense. Secondly, because I hate to fall in holes. Okie dokie. Let's grab those and weld them up. Come on. By the way, that's the first moving construction that I built in this game. That moves on its own, I mean. Oh my, that's so funny. Okay, let me add a little bit of a color all around. And that's also a shame that we don't have anything like blinking lights yet. We have just no options to achieve that. So yeah, that's gonna be like this. What I'm also heavily missing here is some sort of thin plates, you know, to decorate stuff. Because those 25 centimeters ones are nice, of course, but it's not enough. They are too thick. I want something thinner. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna left it in this view and be back in a minute. Just as always, I need a I need a piece of the rest and calm to calm me down after this stuff. I just can't stand but laugh how jittery it is. That's fucking hilarious. Alrighty, be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. So, with that stuff done, it might be nice to make something here underneath. To make it a little bit outstanding. I think we can go with these blocks, can't we? Something like that. And something like this. Pool? No. I'm not gonna play with water until official release. Because that stuff I don't want to spoil. I think I've seen that somebody already make mods or stuff like that actually allow us to have water in game, but I don't want to do that. Nah. So, sorry folks, no water yet. To be honest with you, I never even played with water offline, so I just really afraid of spoiling that stuff, because, you know. And also I've seen that somebody make mod to open blocks that related to water, to open some mechanical blocks or like rotors and stuff like that, but no. I'm not gonna do that. Even being dangerously tempted. Think they will do. Yeah, I think so, but I don't think that it's gonna be soon. Because, you know, space engineers, they... How much time it took them to add food into base game of first space engineers? That was a while. So we shall expect something like that. Let me try to add a little bit of stuff like that. Oops, that was a mistake. Anyways, we can do something like that. Yep. Looks kinda like a hazard color here. Alright. That's good. That's good already. Now, the question is, how we gonna achieve our way up here? Or should we cover this space first? With maybe some lights and glass. Because, you know, I don't want to destroy that stuff. I want to left it as is. And also we have this space, which might be nice for something. I don't know yet what exactly, but... Alright, let's think about our way up first. I think we shall get rid of that place, of this piece, unfortunately. I wanted to save as much cave as I can, but I see no other options. Kinda cut it like that, maybe. Yeah, that might do the trick for us. And I probably shall use Mool for that. Alright. Ouch. Toots. So let's curve that stuff just a little bit. Okay. Can I see something like that? Okie dokie. We might damage our floor a little bit, but, you know, ouch. Don't stick, moves nicely. Like that. Yeah, I can't see Ouch. Easy. I'm missing wheels. I'm really missing wheels here, you know? I used to use wheels for goals like that. And of course we have some unwelded blocks underneath, but that's fine. Okay, a little bit more. Just a few things. Okay, now, ouch. Can we smooth this corner? Does it works? Yep, it does work. Nice. So let's go do something like that. No, don't you fly higher. I need you somewhere here. Come on. Let's remove a little bit of material to make us a way. Well, yeah. It's not that smooth, unfortunately. I might need another vehicle, you know, with maybe 3 drills on the bottom, just one next to another. Because, yeah, otherwise we have this weird stuff sticking all the way around. Okay, well, that works. Not as perfect as I prefer, but anyways. Oof. I like that color. Wait a second, I shall see it. Yeah. Sunsets here on Kamek are beautiful. Back to the business. Alright, so one more path to make it even smoother. Hopefully that's possible. Hopefully I'm not gonna screw this stuff up completely with this pass, but you know, shall try. Alrighty, that's better. Maybe one more touch, just the slightest touch, something like that. What the was that? I hit what? That's probably the first time I see that ship actually get damaged and not completely destroyed. But nevertheless, let me get some screenshot. Oh my goodness, that's just something off. Beautiful light, by the way. Beautiful light. Anyways, well, is it worth it trying to restore? Nah, I don't think so. I think I shall grind it completely and or I might left it as is for now. Yeah, let's have this fire here. Just for the sake of it. Yeah, I was actually about to get rid of these guys. I have no bloody clue how that happened. Because I flight real slow and no other blocks damaged, so I have no bloody clue what I just hit, but I did hit something. Crazy. Just crazy. Alright. Let's weld that stuff up. Actually, I might... Yep, I did it again. Exactly. I might restore it offline because I don't think that we actually need it. I mean, if we need it today, I will do that online, but otherwise I just did it offline to not waste our precious time. So, let's continue this stuff. It was something like that, I believe. And also, oopsie daisy. Yeah. And also something like this. I want to build it completely here because we need to have our way up. Okay. This block never been welded. Okie dokie. So from now on, it should be like that. Here, everything completed. Yep. And we need this guy, and we need few of those, maybe even something like that, and finally that guy. All right, let's weld everything up as soon as I get resources, of course. Oh, and it would be real nice to heal up a little bit after such a crash.
Inventory full.
Little poor ship. In Space One, the turrets use a lot of power. Actually, they are not. They're not using a lot of power. They're using something, but not a lot. I mean, there are turrets like if you build the turret with how does it called? Railguns. Yeah, railguns use a lot of power, but other turrets, nah. They're just cheap stuff. All right. I actually might need to grind it down later on because I wanna extend our landing pods, and I wanna extend them in this order, kinda at angle. All right. Now we need our way up right here, and to do that, oh come on, character, could you please? To do that, we need some sort of smooth stuff here. Yep, something like that, something like this. For that stuff underneath it, I don't know. Yeah, we can go with this approach. Fly up. Why can't you put it in a correct position where I asked you to put it? Probably because we need to outline these blocks. Or even weld them completely, why not? Here we go. Now. Yeah, now you should be alright. Or not. Or not. Why? Why you cannot do that? So you can do that like that, but you don't wanna actually... Ha! Interesting. Okay, I noticed that it's on this position, but why it tries to put it underneath? Alright, well, I might know what's going on here. We might have to use a full block. Like that. Okie dokie. In this case, how we gonna work out this angle? Oopsie daisy. We might go like that. Probably. Could you put it there? Yep. Nice. And of course we're gonna need a lot more steel plates because those blocks are ridiculously expensive in terms of steel plates. Here we go. From now on, yeah, we might go one more block this way. Come on, like that, and like this. Let's weld them up. Otherwise, we're not gonna achieve it. You see, I can fit in my inventory less than 4 blocks. That's something. Okay, and also, where are they? Yeah, something like that and something like this. And then we'll think about what we can do with that. I don't like this slope though, but that's fine. That's totally fine. Okay, here we're gonna be cheap bastards and go with half blocks like that, and like this, and we. Okay, here should be our way up. So, what stuff we gonna use? I don't want to use these blocks because, come on, character, because they take 2 blocks to get only 1 block up. But what I think we might use here is, where are those? Here we go. Some of those. Maybe like that. And then it should be fine to go there. Now the question is, where it gonna end? So we need to get rid of this block by the look of it. Or not? Nope, we need to get rid of this block. Okay. Where is that stuff? It should be something like that, but a bit lower. Oof. That's gonna be a little bit of a problem here, because those blocks are actually higher than... Okay. Let's try to weld this guy up first. And then... Nice fireplace around. That might be an idea, by the way. Why not? We'll see. Anyways, now I know how to build fireplaces, which is a good thing, I believe. Okay, we need to go 1 block higher, like that. Yep, that should do the trick for us. Alrighty. So we get this far. How I wanna accomplish that? Interesting. We might go with just a something like that. Will it look silly? Probably it will, but you know, that never stopped me. Yep, that's all right. That's all right. So, from this position, I think it's gonna be some sort of office space for our intendant and guys like this. What I shall do first is to think about these corners and to think about them in a way how we want to build our columns. So we actually need something that will take whole block, and that stuff doesn't take whole block. It takes just a little bit by the look of it. Yep. I might extend it a little bit. Using, for example, these guys. If I put them like that, will it look silly? Oopsie daisy. You should be like that. Oh, you know, that's not bad, to be honest. That might be okay-ish. And then we can just put one more of this on its top. Something like... come on. Something like that. Yep. And we have half block there, which we can cover with those guys with barrels. Where they are? Here they are. And we can just go something like that. Something like this. He got it already. Played a little bit. Said that it has a huge potential. But it's not enough for him to play with it yet. Play with it further. Okay, that approach is nice, you know. I'm gonna follow this approach further. So I need to just do something like that. Oh, come on. Could you please? Yeah. Obviously, we're gonna need to weld everything up to be able to copy it, but, you know, that's fine. And it's not that... it doesn't look that thick as those ones built of thrusters, so shall be good. Shall be good stuff. Okay, we're missing construction components. Just a little bit of these guys, and also I think we're missing tubes. Yeah. Those guys require tubes. Here we go. That should be it. Welding that stuff up, this stuff up. I might also think about color for them. To simplify painting job for me later on. Of course, we're missing steel plates. Nothing new, nothing unusual. Here we go. Come on. And of course I fell in a hole, just as always. Here we go. Okie dokie. How it looks so far? Looks okay-ish. Nice. And we run out of steel plates again.
Inventory full.
Yep, balance in this game is not perfect yet. Requires a bit of a work from Keen, because we need just ridiculous amount of resources to build everything up, especially when we are talking about something big like that. Or maybe it just feels like that because we don't have a proper drilling rigs and stuff like that, because we don't have any mechanical blocks. Alright, so what I think I might do is to put those in yellow and put these guys in yellow. It should be good. Bright color looks best on highly detailed blocks, because there it looks, let's be honest, it looks strange. But here it actually works good. What I might consider doing is something like that. Yeah, that looks sick. And we can continue like that to make it even better. Yep, that's the look I'm looking for here. Alright, now the question is how I'm gonna fit it there. Interesting question. Okay, come on, let's try to copy it. And I say try because I don't know how it's gonna work out. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All the way up. Yep, here we go. Okie dokie. So, it shall fit there somehow. It's gonna be a little bit of a problem. A bit of a problem right there. Because it meant to be put like that. Okay, what we might do is to do something like that. There and there. Yeah, I know that suit energy low, bloody lady. Let's grab some. While we're here. Okie dokie. And a bit of steel plates, a bit more of them, I mean. Something like that. And now yep, something like that. But if I put it here, it's not gonna get to the top, obviously. If I put it like this, yeah, it's not even close. What? What do you mean undo action successful and nothing happened there? Seriously? You removed them block by block or what? No? It didn't. It did nothing. Okie dokie. I got your bloody stuff. I need to remove it manually. Something like that. And nothing happened? Seriously? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, what about something like this? Nothing. It just don't wanna let me. Oh yeah, finally. It worked. Okay, let's remove that line. Let's remove this line. Now that and this one. Yeah, finally. All right. All right. How I wanna cover that? That's a good question. Can of course put just a few barrels here, but you know, I don't think that that's the way we're looking for here. Okay, let's weld everything up first to just see how it looks. And then decide what we're gonna do with that. Here we go. Of course we ran out of steel plate. No, it's not calmed down. It's still jittery. Here we go. By the way, what I noticed also is that a lot of blocks here have nice building stages that we could use as a separate view of blocks. I mean, different forms for decoration and stuff like that. But unfortunately, all of them are shiny as hell, and yeah, that's just not great. Look at that. We have, for example, come on, this stuff, which is beautiful, but you can't neither paint it nor make it less shiny, which is a shame, because there are a lot of nice stages. So I really hope that King gonna add that feature that we had in first Space Engineers, that mod that actually makes the blocks in a correct color while they're in progress of building, because that actually opens so much options. All right. So with that done, the question remains, how we gonna do that? You know what? I think we can just put our standard block here, weld it up. Now put this column on its top, like that. Now we end up having 3 high stuff here, if it should be 2. I don't know. Whatever. We'll work that out later on. For now, we need to weld this and think how we actually gonna seal this stuff, because the idea of using columns here was to seal the things, and for now they doesn't look too sealed. All right, let's grab some more steel plates and just weld it up first. And yeah, we running low on steel plates, so it's always a good idea to order another 1,000. Unfortunately, there are no simpler option to do that except for a lot of clicks. I hope that later on we're gonna have hotkeys for all of that, but for now, you know, we have what we have. All right, I might get those also, and we run out of steel plates again. Okie-dokie. Almost. Where is our exit? Right here. Good. I'm looking under my feet because I don't wanna fall down into this hole. I mean, not into this hole, but into any hole. To be honest with you, I not looked for a game for a while already, for new games. Kinda have very limited time currently, and all the time that I have, I try to put into all of these stream series. I mean, this one, and streams for Space Engineers 1 that we play together, because you might be surprised, but it takes a lot of time to bring ideas that might be used in streams, might be built in streams, or prepare some stuff. Like, a lot of things require a lot of testing before it actually makes sense to build on streams. Rob, best stay with the one you love this game. Okay, I'll take a look. Thanks for sharing that. I actually might, when situation around a little bit stabilizes, of course, I might return to, how it's called, my goodness, Rimworld, yeah, because I had real fun time there. And it might be worth it to return for a while. To actually show you that I play not only first-person games, but also stuff like that. Ah shit, it looks silly here and there. Yeah, let's rebuild that stuff. Something like that, and something like this. Nope, we're still playing Ark with my wife, so everything's good in this regard. Don't you worry. Okie dokie. Let's seal this place finally. Here we go. Steel plates. Not here we go.
Inventory full.
Not haha. Or hehe. How it was on it at this mem with kitten. Is there half glass walls? You mean like these ones? I mean, like that ones. So, yeah, you probably can build them yourself. If that answers the question, is there such a walls? Alrighty. So, that stuff sealed. Now, can we seal this stuff in the same way? Doesn't seem so, because if I put it down here, it will look silly. No. All the glass pieces here are framed. So no, just glass. It's all windows. Okie dokie. So yes, sealing it like that further might be a little bit of a problem. Anyways, let's think about that one. Actually, what I'm about to think of is if I just need to put it here and accomplish with the same exact stuff. Nothing to think of. Okay, I might do that later on. Come on, like that. Like this. I want to just build that stuff to properly see what's going on around. Properly make that stuff. So you gotta go like that. You gotta go like, come on. This, and we need a little bit of these blocks. Can I? Yeah, that's the correct position. And this is the correct position also. Great. Now let's weld everything up. Ah, shit, I cannot. That's unfortunate. I need to move make few holes here first. To weld that guy, weld this guy. Yeah, that guy I can get there. Nice. And now it's possible to weld everything up. Because everything else I can reach from other sides. And we're running out of energy again. So let's go grab some. I hope they add more to the planets, more plants and trees and more creatures, and have they said many planets in each area. Yeah, they advertised a lot of planets, a lot of stuff like that. To be honest, there are a lot of space to put planets. The only problem now is that all of it empty, and we know that we have at least 2 empty sectors also. I mean, in these 2 sectors there are no planets. And that's quite a shame. Because, we We all hope to see something interesting there, not just space and few missions. I really hope they're gonna reconsider that idea of making places where we have only few missions, because I don't know about you, but for me, as in if I be a new player in Space Engineers 2 and I just explored the game, that might be a deal breaker, you know, because you get into one sector, few missions, no new blocks, nothing new, nothing interesting, and you get in the next one and you see the same exact crap. I mean, PV zones only. Well, that typically is in server settings. I mean PvP or PV, in at least in Space Engineers 1, and you have those save zones. Those are not quite PV only in terms of ARC stuff, but they kind of prevent you from doing everything. You cannot build ships there, you cannot fight there, you cannot do anything there. Well, for Space Engineers 2, there are too many unknowns yet. We don't know a lot of stuff to even guess how it will look later on. My only fear about Space Engineers 2 is that they selected completely different approach for this game, and it might end up with this game not finding its audience, and then they might give up on it, how it was with Medieval Engineers, I believe it was called the game. So yeah, that's my only fear about that stuff. All right, so let's weld up everything here completely, I mean, and try to make an office here. That's the shame that we don't have any computers or related stuff, but you know, we might try to make one our own. But I mean, even 25 centimeters blocks are not enough to make that. It's not fine details enough. Key now floor, which is gonna take a lot of time and a lot of steel plates. By the way, what are we about iron? We almost shit. We're gonna need our mule back, because yeah. And you know what? I probably shall build it first, because later on that might be a big problem. All right, so how are we gonna do that? We might go something like, oops. something like that, and something like this. And now, where is my mule? Not a bumblebee. Mule. Okay, here we go. Ouch, easy. It should be placed right here somehow. Putting it upside down is not a great idea. How can I... Oh, yeah, something like that shall be nice. Yeah, of course we need a lot more steel plates.
Inventory full.
I tried to avoid these guys, but, you know, we need more resources. Told you. This stuff require... What prevents you from building it? Oh, here we go, finally. Like that, like this, and from now on... that stuff require construction components. We have quite a problem here, guys. And this problem called... I ran out of coffee. That's not great. That's not helpful. And believe me, you don't want to see me being thirsty, especially when I run out of coffee. So I'm gonna go and have some real soon. I mean, prepare some at least.
Inventory full.
Really hope that we have enough resources, because I don't want to go and grab them by hands. And we need electronic parts. Key. Unfortunately, it's not even a Hulk situation. Referred. It's mostly that evil Yoda situation, you know? Coffee I need, or kill you I will. Something like that. So, yeah, that's a real dangerous stuff. Okie dokie.
Inventory full.
Rightish. Now these guys, all that stuff. This guy has lots of decoration blocks, you know? What I can say? I love beautiful ships. Key. For now, I'm gonna just outline it like that. Here we go. That stuff should be welded completely, why not? As well as this guy. Yep. Oh my goodness. It's 35 million in game, getting to 122 million. What do you wanna buy for 122 million credits? Huh? You wanna buy some station or whole faction? Or it's just for a ship? Okie dokie. Cool cargo ship. Interesting. You know, I really look forward to that economy overhaul update that kinda advertised to be next, because it might be real interesting to finally play it not only in cooperative mode, but we might play as a separate factions, just trading, or you know, maybe fighting a little bit for resources, but nevertheless, that will be a completely new way to play Space Engineers in multiplayer. Alright, I'm gonna go grab my coffee and then continue building this guy, and then we can go for resources, and then we can return to our main work here, which is creating office space. My goodness, this stuff weird. Alright, where I wanna place my character to provide you with a nice view? Maybe somewhere here. Why not? Yeah, that looks interesting enough. Anyways, I'll be back in a minute. Okie dokie, I'm back. So, let's continue building this ship, shall we? With fresh steaming coffee acquired, it will be a lot better. So, I think we're gonna need a little bit of those. Maybe something like that. A little bit of these guys. And let's go build that. That as far as we can, of course. We're gonna need turbine blades. Let's order some, but first let's calculate 2 on each, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big thrusters. This one's not require those, so they shall be built in smelter if I'm not 7 or okay, let's order for 7. Not a big deal. That's a mistake. I shouldn't leave them in this position because they look fully welded, but they are actually not. So I shall weld them completely. A few pieces of glass missing, and few. What? Oh, I was thinking that we're run out of that, but not. We're fine. I have all needed construction components. And also we need compressors for that, guys. Okie dokie. Speaking of Far Cry Fruit, we, with my wife, just went through the first cave. That was a cheaty run through, to be honest, because that was an easiest cave, and we were on those. How does they called? 2 legs dinos that are actually good at running and swimming and stuff like that. I can't remember the name, of course, but I think you got the idea. They are the best for caves as far as I learned. So I don't think that we need those anymore. But what I think we do need is more of these. So yeah. The thing is that my wife a little bit afraid of everything dangerous, so we will moving forward real slow and carefully, you know, just to not put her at too much stress. Unnecessary stress. Here we go. Now, yeah, that stuff shall be finished. And yep, I'm gonna finish them later on. Now, we need our turbine blades to finish up this stuff. Where are they? Here they are. And that stuff gonna be also nice to have. Here we go. Okie dokie. Someday we hopefully will play on stream together. But we need to acquire a little bit more experience first. Okay, these guys. And of course I'm missing few motors. What make me think I have enough? From the good perspective, it's almost the end of the night, so we'll fly nicely at daylight. Okay, everything welded there, isn't it? It is. So now we need only what? Compressors, 12, and wires here, and what else we shall have for these guys? Wire also, and steel tubes. Okie dokie. Ouch, let me out. Let's order our compressors if we don't have them. Oh, we have them. Magnificent. We can just go like this. We don't need that anymore. We do need a little bit of these guys. And we don't need those.
Inventory full.
Okay. Yeah, of course I forgot wires. What make me think that I not gonna do that? I can weld this though. And there we need also a wire. Ouch. Key. That stuff we don't need. That stuff we don't need. We need wire. Ah, shit. You gotta be kidding me, game. Wires. Here we go. Good. Anything else I forgot? I don't think so. We will learn that soon. Ah, yeah. 2 compressors. 2 compressors. Like that. Come on. Nice. That stuff ready. This stuff ready. Only that stuff left. Here we go. Ouch. Let me out. It's ready by the look of it. So let's grind down all these shenanigans. Empty our inventory and go grab some iron. Hopefully something left in that mine. Okay, okay. Now everything else gets there. Nice. And let's double check that everything built here. Why cargo container? Ah, it cannot be off. That's good. Everything's green, so let's go grab some iron. It's not daylight yet, but it shouldn't stop us. Oh my goodness. What I did find out, by the way, is that I can't reuse these recordings. So I might actually remove all the additional stuff, like my face, like chat from here. Yeah, it might it might look silly when I will talk to somebody on YouTube and nobody from Twitch will see that. It might look like I'm a little bit crazy bastard, but you know, I'm not afraid about that. Okay, okay, here we go. Iron. Okay, now the main question is not to crash that ship. Easy. Yep, here we go. But at least I could reuse these recordings because a lot of interesting stuff happening here, and I'd like to save it for other projects that might help me putting out more videos or just make it more often, because considering I have a daily job, it looks like I have only something like 4 hours a day at best to do something related to mods, YouTube, and stuff like that. And if I'm lucky enough, I have electricity during these 4 hours. So in this case, I can actually do something. Otherwise, well, no other options. Okay, you wanna say that you're full. You gotta be kidding me, are you? Okay, let's try to move some of that stuff in our cargo container, which shall be right here. And and I shall rename this guy, definitely. Okay, come on, go to cargo container, please. Thanks a lot. And you also, you cannot be moved. Okay, but it emptied some space for us. Let me firstly rename it, because this guy is the mule, not a chemic base. Now I shall be possible to get a little bit more of precious iron. Here we go, inventory full. Easy, 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 stop shaking. Be nice. Okay, and it feels like I can go outside and grab the rest. Yep, like that. Like this. Nice. That's a nice mine. We have more iron. Unfortunately, considering that bigger drills are not worth using at all, we have no options to build bigger miner. Because, yeah. We might consider just putting more of them, but I'm missing two things considering these drills' performance. I'm missing cameras that typically allow us to see something without putting a huge cockpit. And yeah. In first Space Engineers we had a lot better performance for drills, which was just magnificent. But, you know, we have what we have, and we're gonna work with that. Come on, turn your fat ass. Like that, and now let's park. Here we go. I said, here we go. Okie dokie. And now we can go and select the mule here. Select our chemic base there. Actually, it shall be more thoughtful to do like that. Then gonna go there, the mule, that stuff, this stuff, and that stuff. Not much. I'd prefer to have at least 100k, but, you know, that's better than nothing. So let's grab that and continue our welding job. By the way, Ray, isn't it easier to just buy some warship already? I mean, without messing around with those things like rebuilding cargo ships. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. That shall give us a little bit more materials. Fortunately, I built that floor from half blocks that at least give us an option to feed a little bit more resources into our inventory. Here we go, that's welded.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Speaking of that, these updates that we're receiving recently, the most stuff that bothers me about them, to be honest, is that we not receiving any fixes for the stuff that was already found out and emphasized by a lot of players, and even described on forums and stuff like that. But for some unknown reason, King don't wanna put any effort into fixing that stuff. I mean, there might be several explanations that I can provide being an AT manager for a while already. And some of them are, let's say, positive. For example, they not outlined and not finished the design yet, so they don't want to put any additional effort into something that might change in its route after some time, and that's a good stuff. That's a thoughtful approach. But also there is a slight possibility that they just pushing forwards to show some progress to somebody, like their investors, or oops, we ran out of iron again, or I don't know, managers. And that's not a great stuff, because if you stockpiling issues, fixing them later on will be a huge problem. Alright, we shall replace those guys. Kinda charge it. Okay, it should be 100% battery, and it is nice. So let's go grab some more iron. Well, yeah, I really hope that they follow in the first approach, because in this case, as soon as they finalize design for everything, we shall get a lot of fixes or re-implemented things, re-implemented in the right way. But, you know, we never knew before it actually happened. Okay, I really don't like to fly at night, so let me do some cheaty stuff like that. Alright, where is my precious iron hole? Here it is. Shit, I hate that stuff that gravity doesn't work. And I forced to do some weird maneuvers like that. Ouch! Easy, game. Be easy on me. How we end up having these two guys? Yeah, by the way, one of the problems we have now is drills doesn't collect those pieces of ore flying around, which was the case in first Space Engineers, so it looks like they just missed that part, which is not ideal, but you know, again, we play in alpha, and that's expected to have some issues. Easy. Where is our cargo container? Here it is, and let's move that stuff there. Can we? Yep, we can, and it's moved. And now let's get a little bit more. First things first, that I really wish to be fixed here is that problem with conveyors and drills. Because, you know, being forced to connect each drill to separate container is not a great stuff at all. Come on, come on. Get your ass out. Ship. Here we go. Easy, 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 easy. Nice. Now, I can afford the sip while we on the move. Okie dokie. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop, 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 stop. Don't crash. Whew. That was close. Okay, let's get in. Whoa. What's wrong with that stuff today? We might add a little bit more of those to cover it like that. I mean, horizontally. That would be nice. That would be nice. Okay, now we hopefully have enough to finish that stuff and finally do something nice. Here we go, parked. Let's unload there. Somewhere here are a lot of stuff that shall be moved also, because I made a little bit of a mess on my base.
Inventory full.
Oh, I wasn't about to jump from this high. Okay. Well, yeah.
Inventory full.
It might be a mistake, by the way, to build the whole floor of these blocks. Maybe we need to learn new tricks, like, for example, building the whole floor of just floor pieces and editing those wider elements on sides. That might be the case.
Inventory full.
But for now, that's the best approach I know. I mean, half blocks, so we just following it. All right. Windows. Yeah, we need windows.
Inventory full.
And it's always important to see how it looks at the final view to actually build something like that. Now, a little bit more. Oh, come on, game. Could you please? Yeah, thanks a lot. Nice. Now. We need to seal that space first. Because, you know, now it looks a bit... shit. You wanna say that it's not gonna fit here? Seriously? I mean, for real? That's not great. That's not great at all, but what can we do? Come on. Let me put it here. Thanks a lot. And now something like that. Yeah, of course we're missing steel plates.
Inventory full.
Good. And now here we definitely need to cover this place because it should be closed from we actually might have two doors here. That might be the case. Yep, something like that, just one after another. And here let's load it like that and like this. On the top, though, we can go with standard windows. Something like this. Yep. Here, though, that might look interesting if we build something like... Come on. That. Then something like... Come on. Nope. Yep. Nope. Shit. Yeah, these ones. Now we can fit something like that, which kinda follows this line, and cover it completely on the top with these ones. Like that. Come on. Come on, you bloody stuff, let me put it. Yeah, something like that. Here, though... I don't know. Maybe it is worth it to put something like... Oops. Something like these guys. Yeah, maybe in this orientation. Something like that. To kind of break up this pattern. And then we can just continue these walls. To kind of seal it. Or to make it silly. Whatever way of looking on that you prefer. And of course it's not gonna fit here. And it's not gonna fit here by 2 bloody blocks. Alright. We might do something like that. Then something like... What? Are we... no. We're fine. No worries. No worries yet. Key. Here we can use this guy. Oh, come on. Yeah, something like that. Like that, and now... Can we fit it here? Maybe... You know, we could, if we remove this line, which I believe would be a nice thing to do, because in this case it's gonna be built in our ceiling, which is gonna be beautiful. Oh, come on. Alright, good. And now... just these guys, all the way like that. From here to there. Nice. Now, for that position, how we can work that around? We might just clothe it with something... because nothing else gonna fit here, by the look of it. Oh, wait a second. What about these guys? Like that, and here... Nah, it's not gonna fit. But what about if we put them like that? You know what? That might work. That might work. And even look okay-ish. Alright, I'm gonna weld it up completely later on. Now, if that stuff covered, and anywhere anybody going from this position here or from that walkthrough there cannot just go into our storage space, we need to build some sort of cabinets here. Not just cabinets, but, you know, not cabinets, I mean offices, of course, offices. Okay, I kind of want to follow the same exact approach because it looks okay-ish to me. Of course, it cannot fit there. Key. So we shall do something like that probably. And fit a door here. Like this. That's a shame that we have only one door for now, but you know. None of those are working as expected. Shit. Alright, I might replace this guy. Not that one. For fuck's sake. Everything screwed up. That shouldn't surprise you, actually. Yep, this one. With that stuff. Come on. Yeah, of course. Nope. Like that. Here we go. That's a good one. And it looks like I shall do the same with these guys. Unfortunately, we don't have half blocks like that, so we are forced to use the same one. I mean, we have only full blocks like there and full block like this. No half blocks. Actually, wait a second. Maybe I could build it myself. Nah, it's gonna take the whole space. It's gonna take the whole space, I see. Anyways, let's build this one. Let's put windows on its top. And in this case, I wanna add something like... the way like that. And now here we shall put one of those. Kinda... yeah, to kinda outline it a bit. Nice. For this corner, I don't know, we might finish it with something else. Here, though, it should be totally okay to put that block and our window again. Yep, that shall do the trick. Electronic parts and motors. Yeah, motors, good. Here we go. Now, if that stuff closed, how it shall work in my head? If you're some sort of tradie working here in a docks, you might go here, talk to somebody sitting there. Speaking about sitting there, we shall build tables. So speak to them, grab some permissions and stuff like that, then go here on to our storage area, grab what you need and what you was allowed to, and actually get back to work. Sounds logical. Sounds logical to me, at least. We seal this space, closing those. Now I need to finish these windows, don't I? I don't think that we need all of those right now. Nice and... nice. This window not gonna have that stuff because you shouldn't be able to work there. Now we need our tables. And I think we're gonna go like that. Yep. With tables. It's gonna be magnificent to put some decorations on these tables, of course, but you know, I don't think that it's gonna be possible in this case, so we might just go like that. Some nice office space here, you know. A little bit of these guys. Yeah, game performance, game performs not great currently. Eesh. Okie dokie, we're missing few motors and what else? And electronic parts and steel plates. So, a little bit of motors, a little bit of electronic parts, and a lot of steel plates, which we don't have a lot already. But we can order at least 500 also. Nice. That guy welded, this guy welded. Something like that. Yep. That shall do. Now, here they might need a set of, this time, actually cabinets. To store different documents and stuff like that. And they think it might be the whole line. And of course we're missing steel plates. Okie dokie. Now the question is, for the rest of clerks, do we wanna make it as an open space or not? Okay. Somewhere here should be manager place. And of course, she should have something like that to be able to look there. Or oh, wait a second, no, we need to move it a little bit further, and I have a great idea. For manager office. So we can move it like that. Now put a seat in front of it, just as always in circumstances like that. Just in front of it somewhere here. Now we're gonna but put the whole window right here, the whole window right there. Yeah, it should be able to walk. And here we shall have a door. Will it fit? That's the question. Okay, and for that stuff we might go in the way that we're gonna fit it inside and put few of these guys. Yep, like here and here. Okie dokie. Looks like a real manager office. And now I want to replace that.
Inventory full.
Yeah, of course, inventory full. What make me think that it can be placed differently? Okay, can you please? Shit. I wanna see what's going on here. Okay. Something like that, and now here we go. Not here we go. Or yeah, managers are typically like to see what's going on around, so yeah, that's the way. That's the way. It looks like I worked too much of my life in offices. I know those habits too good. Okay, give me that. Now let's outline this guy, outline that guy, or even build it fully. That's a shame I can't fit here. Why I can't fit here? Because I'm too fat. Okay. Well, in this case, it looks like we shall move all of that stuff. Or wait a second. No. We can go in a simpler approach. What if I put some of these somewhere? Let's say here. Can I walk here? Yep, I can. Without any problems. Good. And now we can just get rid of that guy. Put the door here. Something like that. Yeah. And just accomplish it with one more window right here. And it's interesting. Will it fit here? Nah. It should be moved one block here, but in this case, we'll not be able to fit it. But what we can do is to replace both of these guys with another window. Oops. Yep, something like that. Shit, in this case we're gonna take a full block here. But you know what, I don't think that that's a huge problem. So we're gonna do something like that. We're gonna get rid of you. Then we're gonna get rid of this block. And put some of those like that. Now our door, of course. Actually, it can fit something like that, and that might be okay-ish. So now here we're gonna put this guy, but corner one, like this, and here we can put just two of those. Yeah, that looks more or less like an office. So let's weld up our door. Let's weld up these guys and that guy. Yep. That exactly the office feel. The office feeling. And what was required for that guy? I can't remember, whatever. Like this. Like that. So now our manager can look all the way around, see what's going on. If he needs that, of course. Which I hope he don't. But, anyways. Here we go. Okay, do this office needs some shelves? I think so, but the only question I have is where to feed those. You know what? That might be not too silly idea to put it right here, like that. And also, it definitely will require some bean. Probably like that. Why not? Okay, I need some steel plates. Just as always.
Inventory full.
Inventory full. I get you. Here we go. Yay. Manager stuff. Now, here some back office workers shall sit, which means how we gonna approach that? Probably with half walls. Yeah, something like all the way to this position. Yep. And somewhere here shall be an empty space, because then we're gonna fit a lot of tables, seats, and stuff like that. You know, typical office stuff. Like that. Come on. Like this. And a little bit more of these guys. On that side. A little bit more here. For somebody who really behave bad. That's why they put right near the boss office. Like that. Here some lucky guys live. You know, they can chill, watch a little bit of YouTube or Twitch in the middle of workday, because they see clearly when boss arrives. For that position, though, I reconsidered my view. We shouldn't have any workers here, because in this case, guys from the corridor will be able to watch into their screens, documents, and stuff like that. So what we shall have instead is a little bit more of these guys, and they think we can feed them right like that, all the way here. Yep, with those tables where they are. Okay, something. Oops, nope. No, not like that. Something like that. And a little bit more chairs, of course. They are. Yep, here they are. Yeah, something like that. These, that, and come on, this. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, now everything shall be built here, but first, of course, we need a little bit more of windows, and I think we need them only here, because, you know, security and all that stuff. For that position, I don't think that we need anything, to be honest. What might be nice to have here is a little bit of those beans. Like that, like these. And can we afford them on the opposite end? We cannot. But where we can afford them is somewhere here and somewhere here. Okie dokie. Those guys not gonna have beans, they are cursed enough. But these guys might have been just... no, it's gonna collide with that one. I don't wanna do that. Okie dokie. Now, on the back. On the back, they probably shall have a lot more of this stuff. In this position, oops, or in that position, in this one. Yeah, I like this more. And in this case, they probably gonna have something like that approach, to kinda be able to see through those windows. You know, that's a typical stuff. They kind of build windows and then like, oh, you know, we need to put few cabinets here. No worries, you should be able to still look through those windows. That's a lie. That's typically a lie. You cannot. Okie dokie. Ah, coffee. Magnificent substance. Yeah, by the way, after that accident, I definitely would had an close discussion with boss. Fortunately, I'm not working here. I'm an engineer. So I'm here only to build this hell and then leave it as a happy man. Here we go. Need a lot more steel plates. We run out of iron, don't we? We do? Shit. Right, I'm gonna use everything we have. And then go get some more. Alright, but before we go get some more iron, I wanna have some short break. And I wanna fit my character somewhere here. Don't you fall, bloody guy. Something like this, something like that, to provide you a nice view on that hell. And I'll be back in a minute. Until then, you can tell me, what do you think about this place? Is it a hell enough? Is it a realistic office enough for you? Or you might suggest some changes. Not for this, I cannot use this word, but, you know, let's say not for this not free mans. But anyways, some changes in design. See you in a minute. Okie dokie, I'm back. So let's go grab some iron, shall we? Yeah. Okie dokie, easy. Easy. I didn't make that way in easy to fly in, to be honest. Yeah. Okie dokie. Getting closer. No, that's an empty hole already. This one is full hole. Okay. Gonna play with gravity again. Or actually, maybe I don't need to waste time now to weld that office completely. I can do that offline. We can move further and plan some stuff because we have not too much time left for this stream. So I'm gonna just grab one lot and get back in just in case we need some steel plates, you know, to outline something, because that might be the case. And then we can move further and prepare our final floor, which will be living quarters. That shall be interesting. I don't think that we're gonna actually build any apartments. I mostly think that we'll be forced to. Here we go. We'll be forced to just make the floor for now and weld it up and work on apartments later. By the way, I think we can go in interesting way with those apartments, because I'd like to see your ideas, so maybe I'll design only one of those apartments. Put a blueprint of it. Whoa. How we end up in this situation? Okay, easy. Don't you do that to me. Okay, I like that. Put it in workshop to give you some feeling of space there, and ask you to build something that I then can just project and weld for those apartment cells. That might be an interesting way to do stuff, and you will be able to add your ideas here, which might be great. All right, now let's get out. Okay, where is our way out? That's the question. It's right there, so I need to I need to go in this way. Easy. Actually, why shouldn't I just do something like that and like this to open a little bit of space for me? Easy. We hit on the ceiling, which is not great. Can I maybe do something like that? Where are you stuck, bloody stuff? Oh, we are upside down. Just bloody magnificent. Just bloody magnificent it is. And we cannot, of course... come on, ship, you can just... Come on. You can do that. Just... shit. Cannot see a damn thing in this position. Come on. Almost. A little bit more. That's why I say that I heavily missing artificial horizon here. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, we are completely upside down. How can I work that around? I should be able to do something like... Okay, come on. Alright. We might try to do something like... Come on. Come on. What prevents you from just moving your ass to the side? Okay, what if we try to make our way out? Something like, come on. Okay, I see. I shall remove that stuff under our cockpit. Yeah. I shall try to do something like that. Yep. And now... Come on, you can do that. Nah. Yep, almost. Easy. Here we go. A little bit like that. Come on. Ah, shit. Alright, in which orientation we are now? That's the question. Aha, in orientation like that. So I can now just go with something like, come on, could you please just get up? Okay. Are we flying? Not quite yet. Okay, what about now? It's better already. We shall be able to slightly turn somewhere. Okay, that's our back, that's our front, and where's our exit? Oh my goodness. We in the most weird position possible. Okay, so if I remove some of this material, it shall make us free. Come on, bloody doom voxel. Here we go. Okie dokie. We are getting there slowly. Like that, and where is our exit? Ah, here it is. So, we're hitting there. Okie dokie. So now we should be able to slightly swing here and make our way out. Easy. Nice and easy, little ship. Here we go. My goodness, ouch. I don't like that sound. Hopefully that was just a scratch, not a bump. Because we all know how bumps end up. Anyways, we are free. Yeah, we're really missing artificial horizon here. Because knowing your ship orientation is just the stuff that we real need. Alrighty. We are here and let's park. Yeah, game not happy about all these constructions and burning parts and stuff like that at all. Here we go, parked, magnificent. We are back home. Okie dokie, so let's unload our moo. It should work. Oh, no, not smelter. Ah, that's fine. That's fine. Okie dokie, I'm gonna build this place later on. Maybe think about editing one layer, one more layer here with glass or stuff like that. Accomplishing this corridor and things like this. Now, for that place, we shall firstly go higher because, as you see, yeah. Oh, and I forgot to move these guys in. Okay, I shall do that. I shall do that offline. All right. What was that? My goodness. Windows does its weird stuff. That was that. Okay. Yeah, we need those, and we need those in this orientation. And then we shall be able to put it right here. We're gonna need to cover this hole obviously somehow later on, but for now we can just go this way. Okay, like that, like this, missing this column. And something like that. Yep, that should be nice stuff. Okay, it will be like that. And probably it even gonna finish this. Finish there, I mean. Okay. Alrighty, so let's accomplish it with these windows. Something like that. Yep, something like that it is. No. That's not what we are looking for. This what we are looking for. There it should be only... Where? Yeah, there. Like that. They're gonna be our column. I wanna put these windows just to see where we up to. What space we have here? Come on. What prevents you... Ah, I see, I misplaced this window. That explains. Okay, that's better. Now it should be like that. Should be like this. And so on and so forth. Here we go. Nice. Now, for that place, I probably wanna do something silly but interesting. And saying that, I mean that I wanna go in the middle spot like that and put some catwalks like that and like this. Somewhere there we shall walk workout column or something like that. Should be nice. Yep, something like that shall do. Supporting column is gonna be nice there. Now, from this position. Why we need those catwalks is because I want to make it walking area that can be used to actually overlook what's going on here. And also, that might be the middle point. Actually, if I want to make it middle point, I shall make it one block higher. Because, I mean, half block higher, because here it's not gonna work like middle point, but here it should. So we might go like that, and it also shall do the trick to make it simpler here and there. Yeah, something like that it will be. And now if we put some ladder here, and not the full ladder but the half ladder, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to walk on, but you know, or full ladder. Yeah, let's go with full ladder here, because now we can go and put the second one in something like this approach. Yep, that shall be good, because here we can put few of these guys. And of course I misplaced it. Yeah, I did. Did I? I did, of course. Okay, so let's place it in a correct position. Why can't you just... of course you're gonna play dirty tricks on me. Okay, yeah, that shall do. That shall do. And now is it... yeah, it placed correctly there. And here we can go with just one of those guys. Something like that. Yep. Which give us way there. And we can just repeat it here. But here I want to repeat it in a little bit different way. Maybe something like that. Now add few of our catwalks right here, like that, and like this, and obviously put something like that, but I should do that in this way. Here we go. Okie dokie. Now for that position, probably shall weld everything up and then see what we're gonna have here. Yeah, obviously we need steel plates, a lot of them.
Inventory full.
And I think we can get rid of all these guys.
Inventory full.
Come on. Let's weld you up, weld this guy up, and so on and so forth. And then... Wait a second, that might be an interesting way to do that stuff. Because we can go and make it all the way to this position. And then just go in this way. Like that. Like this. That. Somewhere here I'd like to have one of these guys. Like that. Oopsie daisy. It doesn't fit here. Why it doesn't fit here? Where I managed to misplace it. Right there. Shoot. Okay. Let's start from this position then. Like that. Now. We shall go this way. Like that. This and that. And now we shall be able to go just from here all the way there. Yep, that shall do the trick. Except I don't like how it looks. Or actually it might look okay-ish there if we manage to go with this approach. Yep. Obviously, we're gonna need a lot of guardrails all the way around. Come on. That might be a problem. So, I mean, at least with guardrails and an ability to walk here. So I might just knock this guy out and put something like that here. Hopefully it is possible. It is magnificent. And now we can just continue that stuff all the way. Hopefully. Yeah, something like that. Interesting question. Does that stuff gonna fit there or not? Yeah, it fits. Look at that. Just magnificent. Fits like a charm. Alright. That's good. That makes me happy. And we can go like that. Come on. Oh, come on. Yeah, something like this. Now, from this position, though, it looks like we have to go this way and might fit few of these guys. Yeah, all the way there. And here we can have that small ladder. Wait a second. What if we go like that? And that might be a little bit of a problem, but I think we can work that around with full block. No, not this one, full block, I said. Why you don't wanna feed it there? That's the question. Ah, I see why you don't wanna feed it there, because you're trying to feed it like that, and you should feed it like this. Okay. And now we can just accomplish it with something like that. Yay! That's it. That works. And here we obviously need to fill that gap. Great. That's just great. Alright. Let's weld it up as far as we can. And then see what it's gonna look like. Of course, we need a lot more steel plates. That's not a huge surprise, and I cannot, but I can grab them from here.
Inventory full.
Do we have any more iron? We have, so let's order 500 of these guys already. We're obviously gonna need them. Okay, what about welding that for me? Thanks a lot. Okie dokie, that shall be real good. Real good. Yep. Kinda like that. Okie dokie. Of course, I need more steel plates and more energy also. I actually probably should populate these survival kits all around this base to stop running back and forth
Inventory full.
for energy. We might think about that later. Alrighty, let's finish this part. I'm not sure that I'm gonna put guardrails on this side because that might be a dead wall. We'll see, we'll see. For now, I just wanna achieve this look and know how it looks like with everything being put in its place. Here we go. And the last one, the last piece, some more steel plates.
Inventory full.
Great, so we can go just like that, like this, and work there. That's gonna provide us with a nice view on that hollow table in the middle and also outside, which is nice, which is just magnificent. So now let's put a few of those. And of course, we're gonna start from this position. Something like that. No. Like this. That. Seriously, you're gonna be kidding me. Like this. Like that and like that, and now we need to just yep, nice. Now we need the same stuff here, and come on, the same stuff there, just nice. Now just regular ones. Like that. All the way like this. Yeah. Oh, we need to put the whole line here, don't we? Not the whole line, but almost. Here we go. Like that. Nice. Now let's cover these guys. Like that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Why can't you just do what I ask you, game? Like this, and here. Obviously. Not like that, but like this. And here you should go there. It looks strange. Why it looks strange? Wait a second, don't we? We do have that block. That wouldn't look strange. Wait a bloody second. No, it should be... Wait a second. It should be like that. And like this. Okay, that's fine. No, don't worry about that. All right. And we obviously need this guy just in that position. No, not in that position, but in this position. Okay. Real nice. Real nice stuff here. Now, you get to go like that. There, all the stuff fit there, and only thing left is to put some of those. Whew. Finally, all of that stuff in place. So now I can weld in, all the steel plates I have. So you want to say that it doesn't attach there. Why? If it should be. Alright, let's start from the top. If you prefer this way, bloody stuff. Okay, come on. Like that. Of course you don't want to do that. What make me think that you will? Come on. Let's weld you from underneath. And this guy. Okie dokie. So we have this way, we have this way, that way, and now we're gonna need a lot more steel tubes that we probably have. And we're running out of steel plates also. Okay, give me a little bit of steel tubes. Let's actually do something like that and grab just a little bit of those to finish that block. Where it was. Here it is. Nice. Now, I wanna weld up all these shenanigans. Probably firstly around that place. To kinda see how it looks. Yeah. We never reached that those living quarters. But what can we do? You know? We were busy. We're actually thriving towards those, but you know. Some stuff should be done here first. To not put us in a weird position later on. Because if I just go all the way up to those living quarters, we might end up having a lot of empty space here, which wouldn't be nice. Ouch. I mean, some empty space that we cannot use properly. And now I need to order. And first we need some iron, of course. Yeah, a bunch of iron required here. That stuff was never welded. Let's go back from this position. And I see one missed spot already. So let's fix that real quick. And that's exactly the place where we need these guys. Here we go. That's crazy, by the way. One handrail requires 23 steel tubes. Two of them requires only 37. What? It should be 46. Crazy. Just crazy. Okie dokie. Anyways. We have that place. We achieved that. On the level higher here, I think... Actually, I might need to move all this stuff one level lower. Because our first floor takes, let me double check. Oh no, it also takes 3 blocks. So that level but that level takes like 5 or even 6. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5.5, let's say. And that stuff should take at least 3 more, because here gonna be our production area, here gonna be probably offices for production area, and only then we're gonna have our living quarters. Well, anyways, I shall continue. So what we gonna do next time, probably, I gonna finish everything here that we planned, and even probably cover that stuff with something. We'll see what it will be, but I'll make a ceiling for that place. We might work with lighting here together next time. And then we'll make... I think this place in between we might left as a technical bay, just add a bunch of conveyors, a bunch of cables and stuff like that there, just to, make it like that. Or we might design some sort of corridor around it, just for the sake of it, Oh, and we also need to think about our way up here. Yep, that's the case. Guys. We need our way higher here, because that's... We'll see. I'll try to check, is it possible at all to move higher in this place, or we need to create something else. Maybe somewhere here create some nice stairway up to actually do that stuff. For that things, I not gonna remove them yet. We'll see if we can work that around and maybe make a fireplace in the middle of hangar on a futuristic base. Might look weird, but somehow I really wanna keep that scene. Just as a reminder of some weird stuff that happened there. Anyways, we'll see how it turned out next time when I weld everything up and do all the boring activities like collecting hundreds of thousands of iron, and then we continue building our base, which look already sick. I really like how it looks. Anyways, just as always, thanks for being here. Thanks for bearing with me. I'm looking forward to seeing you in on our streams on weekend for Space Engineers 1 or next Wednesday, same time, same place, for continue of this magnificent journey. Thanks a lot, folks. Have a magnificent rest of your day. Bye bye.